Well, folks, this year there's going to be a big change when it comes to top bar beehives. The regular top bar hives that all my subscribers and followers might remember, which is like that one right here, like this one right here. I'm going to decommission these for a while because they're just too deep. Been having comb collapse issues with these, so I'll probably make them a little shallower in depth. But the big top bar hive, which is this right here, I know my subscribers and followers remember these here all too well. Well, I've been having problems with comb collapse, and so I'm going to do what I call a hybrid setup. So today this is the introduction, what I call the hybrid hive. It's a combination of a top bar and Langstroth frame setup. So these will still, so the frames, I used to have some of these frames attached with zip tie, but now I'm screwing them on, so it eliminates the zip ties that you see right there. And one thing I'm going to do is so I can still use like a regular frame hive, still have space between the combs instead of using things this wide right here. I'll instead make the top bars that bolt to the frames the same width as a deep Langstroth frames. That way it's still space. But just like a regular beehive or like my horizontal Langstroth hive over here. See, I put this on here because I want to do is put in covers on it and a telescoping outer cover on it. So this will keep the hive pretty well sealed up for the winter, so that way the bees don't have to worry about space. Because one of the things bad about these top bars is that you got to try to bottle feed, you know. You got to put spaces like this, and it creates gaps for stuff, cold air to get into. And also, the other thing too is that also the other problem you can have too is that the predator get in there and they can also take these and knock them out, because this was a big booming hive that had a lot of honey in it last year, and unfortunately something got in there and right in the back of the hive, they took all the bars out and they were on the ground, and the colony froze to death. They still had a ton of honey, and so the honey that was in the combs, the bees are robbing out, and I took those combs out and I transferred to the still other big top bar still alive. But this is what's going to look like right here, and the benefit of this right here is that I'll still be able to produce extracted honey, and because it'll be like this, it'll be a whole lot stronger. And this is what it'll look like when it's filled, when the bees fill in, because when the bees fill in here and underneath, this is what the comb will look like right here. I'll show you here. This is what it'll look like. See that? And it will go in like this. It'll go like this right here, and see this? And see that right there? See how this is what it would look like. It filled in right here, filled in right there, and like right here is the bottom of the frame. It's hard to tell, but here, I'll push it back here. I'll push these out of the way here so we can see what I'm talking about here. But this is how it would look right here. You can see how right here, you can somewhat see the bottom bar, and you can see how the comb comes down right there. You can kind of see how that works. So yeah, it'll make it a whole lot easier for me. But something else I'm doing too, I'm going to be slowly putting all the rest of the hives on bricks, because these hive racks I built here a long time ago. I initially built these for the regular vertical Langstroth hives, and unfortunately I've had problems with the hive colony being right here in the front and it tipping over. So be putting on bricks instead. So of course this isn't trash, these are feeding jars for feeding during the winter. This is my feeder bottles. So and this hive here, I just did this. There's another little project I did today too with this. This one here is a big giant observation hive. What I did in this one here is I put a big thick piece of plexiglass right here, and you can see it right there, big old piece of thick plexiglass. This is going to allow me to have a big giant observation hive as well. So like the two regular top bar hives, they got windows too, but this will be a lot better one here. And the cool thing about this, I'll be able to watch the bees come right to the entrance holes. So what I'm going to do is that when time comes, I'm going to make a split. And up from that green top bar hive, which is this one right here, I'm going to split this one when they got a lot of bird in there, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it over here, and then I'm going to take another split from another hive and I'll put it in this one here. And speaking of which, I'm going to probably dismantle the side of this one here pretty soon, so I can take this panel out here and cut it out, put a nice big thick window here like this. So that's the changes come this year in the bee yard. So it's nice is that because these will be closer in like this, and once this rack is gone, I'll be able to have a nice place to sit. That way I can sit there and watch these bees at work inside this hive and this one too once it's converted. So excuse the mess here, but this is a work in progress. So it is a work in progress. So hope you all have a good day and hope your bees do well. I'm in and out.